Top of the morning to you viewers, my name is the Russian Fazbear, and today what I've got for you is a Casablanca Victorian, 52-inch in polished brass. This ceiling fan is Slumber quiet with spiral downrod and bell canopy, which is a relatively uncommon combo. This fan is right from that odd transitioning time from K63 bell canopy solid state to K55 hang true slumber quiet. Dates to November of 1980 and has a 5-way light kit on it, which I pulled from another Victorian from 1988. Also has stencil oak blades. The stencil is a little hard to see from a distance, but does still look very nice. There's the other side, just plain oak. And the top. Yep, K55 with spiral and bell. And this nice glass. You can tell by the nut behind the knob that it is a slumber quiet knob. If it was solid state, it would just have the little plastic thing going back in. And there's the tag. And it was the 89,363rd fan made, I believe, within November of 1980. Possibly within the entire year of 1980, but I think just within that month. And the Casablanca pole I also added myself. Yeah, very beautiful fan. Got this from, set this down on the tripod. There we go. Got this from Matt Cody at the most recent Fanimation meet. There's the light. And like I said, when I got this from him, it didn't have this light kit, as I got this light from another Victorian that I have. But something else kind of interesting about this fan that goes back to the idea of it being in that weird transitional time of Casablanca is it came with 2 sets of blade brackets. Both the standard Zephyr kind, which you see on it now, and your pretzel bracket Victorian style. Yeah, when I bought it from Matt Cody, it came with 2 sets, and I, just chose one to go with, and I prefer the Zephyr brackets, so I chose those. We'll start it off as slow as it can go. It does take a while to get started. Yeah, so this fan came with both the Zephyr brackets and the pretzel brackets, which was pretty cool. And as far as I know, he didn't just throw that in as like a bonus. I think the fan actually came like that when he got it from, wherever he got it. Could be wrong about that, though. Yeah, all the Victorians from, like early 1980 to about a year later in early 1981, and then I'm sure Zephyrs and Four Seasons as well, they all kind of had there were a lot of different combinations, as I'm sure Casablanca was trying to use up their old parts of, the K63 era, and then they also wanted to introduce, the new parts for the K55 era, and then this one, was caught right in the middle. Kind of like my other 2 antique brass Victorians, which are solid state and are pretty similar to this one, as they each have 4-way lights. They're an antique brass 4-blade Zephyr bracket stencil, and yeah, they're bell canopy spiral downrod K55 with solid state. I don't know when they are from 1980. I think maybe April or May, so a little earlier. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see all the different variations that were made during this transitional time. And then right there is just like a nice low speed. And as evidenced by the way it's operating, the Slumber Quiet does work. Turn it up some more. And to be honest with you guys, I think Slumber Quiet, when it's working that is probably my favorite Casablanca fan control, as the range of speeds is really good, and it's, you know, silent all the way up unless, you know, there's bearing noise, which is unrelated. And you just heard my cat meow. I'll go out. I have my door closed. She wanted to be let out of my room. Anyways, back to the fan. Yeah, so Slumber Quiet, when it works, is probably my favorite Casablanca fan control because the range of speeds is really wide. It almost never causes noise, and I don't know, I've just always been enticed by the idea of being able to set a fan to pretty much any speed you want, from barely moving to full speed. Like, I always found like industrial fans really cool for that reason, because they all have those solid state variable speed controls. Of course, the downside to Slumber Quiet is its high failure rate, but when you can get your hands on a fan that has working Slumber Quiet, it really is a treat. Especially one as beautiful as this. It does have a little bit of wobble to it as the blades aren't balanced perfectly, and of course wobble is almost inevitable with the mounting style that the bell canopy casas use. Then there's full speed. Blowing a ton of air, and it's a nice fast high speed, but, you know, not too fast for a fan this big. And there you go. This is my 52-inch polished brass Casablanca Victorian ceiling fan from 1980 with Slumber Quiet. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. High fives all around. And I will see you all in the next video!